to me. I don't see him on here. So I wonder if I should just get the show started. Let me see. Okay, perfect. So you guys, before we get the show started, thank you, Papa Bear. Let's get a video intro and welcome to Own It.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
It's been a while since I did this for you.
It's okay. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you.
Okay, you can hear me okay though?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
I can hear the song.
Music, bringing fire, bringing truth. Meet me where the rhythm flows, through the streets where passion grows. On the air, I'll take you there. Feel the magic everywhere. Own it, live it, don't hold back. Cuba's calling, that's a fact. From the screen to the show, feel the love, let it glow. Own it, take the chance, join the world in this dance. From meet me chats to island skies, we connect, no need for disguise. Own it.
Thank you, Papa, so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you, Papa Bear, for that. You're amazing, Papa Bear. If you guys don't know who he is amazing. He's a musician here on the app, a father, but he's also he does so much here, and he's an amazing person. So please go and favorite him. He's an amazing supporter of the show, an amazing friend of mine here, and I always appreciate you, Papa Bear. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining me today on this featured hour with me. This week I'm super excited because it's my birthday week, you guys. I'm so happy. My birthday is May 15th, which is on Thursday, so hence the little crown. And I feel like birthdays are super special. It's I don't know, I just love being alive, and I think it's a gift. I don't think I know being alive. Thank you. It's such a gift. Doesn't matter the struggles that we have, as long as we're healthy and alive. It's a gift to be here, to be able to connect with people and take a breath every single day. So I always celebrate my birthday. I love my birthday. And yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys, since we're doing Own It today, 2 days before it. But I'm also super excited because we're having an amazing show today, you guys. I promised you last Tuesday that today we're going to do a show dedicated to all the moms out there, because last Sunday was Mother's Day. And I honestly didn't realize it last Tuesday. So we should have done this show about moms before Mother's Day, but it's okay. We're going to do it right now after Mother's Day. It's all good. So we're going to have a very special show dedicated to moms. Thank you. And, just because moms are amazing. And if you're lucky to have yours, then it's a blessing. But before we get into the show, thanks, my loves. I appreciate you. Before we get into the actual show today, I do have a couple of disclaimers and rules to talk about, because even though it's very chill up in here, it is a featured show. Okay, so I have to make sure that I share with you guys the disclaimers. Okay. I didn't realize that I was screen recording this whole time. But so disclaimer number one is that, please, it is a feature show, so keep it respectful here. Respectful towards myself, towards my guests. If you know me, then you know that this is a positive environment, a safe space, right? So let's make sure that we keep it that way. So no profanity, because it's a feature show, okay? So to my guests, no profanity. To you guys on here, just keep it chill, respectful. Also, please, I want to ask my guests, no driving, okay? No driving during the show, just in case. I have to put it out there. Just last week, I had the page for the featured show community reach out to me and make sure that all the featured shows are complying with all the rules and regulations and everything. And that was one of them, okay? So yeah, so no profanity. We can talk about politics or religion or mental health or anything like that. So just reminding you guys, okay, because it is a feature show. Also, I want to what else? I want to invite you to favorite my guests. Okay, make sure that you favorite my guests, that you keep in touch with them, because one of the main goals, at least one of my goals here, having a feature show for as long as I've had it, is for all of us to support each other, for all of us content creators and streamers on here to have each other's backs, to plug each other and to elevate each other. Okay, not because I have a feature show that means that I'm better than somebody who doesn't, and vice versa. And like, so I just want to make sure that we all stay respectful, that we connect with one another, and that we elevate one another. Okay, so if you're not doing any of those things, then I'm going to ask you kindly to leave, but I don't want to do that, right? So the other thing that I want to remind you guys is that because this is a feature show, just every time you guys send me a gift or favorite, I want to let you know that I see it all. I have all my content. Wow, that tells you I've been just thinking about content every single day. um my comment box is on, so I am looking and reading every single comment in here, right, Bonus? Every single comment up in here, so I read it, I see it, but because it's a feature show, I cannot address each and every single one of you individually as it is happening, unless you send me a dragon, because or a jet. I mean, I just can't ignore that. It's happened here before where like I really tried to keep it in, right? But we're not allowed to acknowledge gifts, when we are as we're doing a feature show. We're not supposed to acknowledge gifts until we actually take breaks to give shout outs and such. So do not take it personal if you're writing to me, telling me something, sending me something. I see it, okay? I'm going to acknowledge it during the breaks, but because it's a feature show, I can't do it every single time as I would if it was a regular stream. I think I've said it all. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much, Savage, for the happy birthday. And I'm glad that I realized that Bonus Babe was my guest, because I had a completely different name on her for her on Instagram. And then I was like, wait, what? So anyways, welcome to Own It, everybody. Welcome to this featured hour with me, That Cuban Girl. My name is Cicely. I am Cuban, born and raised. I actually competed at Miss Cuba Universe last year, and it was an amazing experience. And I've been in California for the last 11 years, pursuing dreams and being in entertainment. I have been a little bit of everything: model, beauty queen, ring girl for boxing, content creator, YouTuber, streamer, now the last 3 years. And yeah, I love it all. I've done it all. I do it all. I love it all. And I'm super excited to have this feature show, to be able to connect with you guys and to give back and to just grow this amazing community. And every single Tuesday I meet amazing guests and people on here, and that makes me really happy. And so welcome. If you're new on here, I want to invite you to hit that favorite little star so you can connect with me, to subscribe as well, and to all the things. Just follow me on Instagram, all the things. So with that said, I want to introduce my first guest of the day. So I'm going to ask both my guests to request the chat box. Let me see, or the guest box, I'm sorry. And let me see who does it first, and then I know who to introduce first. And I'll take this opportunity to sip my coffee. By the way, if you like to support That Cuban Girl community on here, all you have to do is add a little coffee mug emoji to your name. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Everyone here does that, so why not? Because I'm Cuban and I love my little cafecito. So if that's your thing, then I know coffee is my favorite too. All right, let me see who requested that. Oh, they both did. Okay, the first one. Okay, got it. Perfect. So I had my first one as my second, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. I always just ask. If you see me looking down, it's because I write everything like an old lady. I'm very traditional that way. So I am going to be reading her bio, okay? Hello, Mr. Redhead. What's going on? All right. So Let me write down her username so I don't confuse it and say her real name. All right, so she's a content creator, writer, mental health advocate. She's passionate about spreading kindness, sharing real life experiences, and helping others feel seen and heard. She's a mom of 2, and she's all about owning her voice and encouraging others to do the same. Please, everybody, welcome to Own It, Bonus Babe. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, beautiful? Welcome to
I'm well. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Of course. Thank you for being here. I always love meeting new streamers and new people. So I know I introduced you, but please, if there's anything I haven't said, introduce yourself to everybody in here.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I go by Bonus Bay. You basically covered all the aspects. I am an entrepreneur on top of that, but writing is my passion. I do a little bit of everything. I write music, poetry, different books. I'm starting to write like short stories for film or stage play or any of that. I'm just I really want to be involved in anything creative so that I can keep my creative juices flowing too. That's basically what I'm teaching my kids, that, you know, we could chase opportunities, but we could also create them, you know? So that's where I'm pretty much at with it, just kind of creating blueprints for success in different aspects.
I love that. So what got you into writing?
Healing and needing an outlet so that I didn't feel like I was going crazy. I really started writing when I was like 13, got more serious about it when I was 16, but then it took me having my son for me to be like, okay, what do I want to do with this? Do I want to become published? Do I want to write books? Do I want to, you know, go do open mics and share my gifts with people? So I started like elevating once I became like 21, in a sense of feeling more comfortable sharing and owning what I felt like was like my God-given talents and abilities, which was the writing.
I love that. But it seems like you found your passion very early on, because 16 is pretty young to know exactly what you want to do.
No, so yeah, at 16, I became a little bit more serious with writing, but I still wasn't like published. I wasn't going to open mic nights. I was just writing stories and writing like poems based on the things that I was going through. But once I had my son at 21, that's when I became like a published poet. And then I finally released my first poetry book, and affirmations and creator pages. But really at 21 is when I would say that it became kind of like an epiphany. And I'm like, oh, I've been trying to run from this, but this is home, you know, like writing is home. That's where I feel like that's my safe zone. But once I unlock and I let people into like some of my writings, I feel liberated, you know? So
I love that so much. And when I was a little girl, I used to write also. And I've had a journal since I was 11. And it's just so, like you say, it's liberating. It's like you have a bestie. Well, now ChatGPT is my bestie, but you know, my
yes, me too. yes.
But my journal was or still is for many, many years up until this point. So I love that. I think kids, especially today, should be encouraged to write more, you know?
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah. So today's show is dedicated to all of you beautiful mothers, because, you know, I'm not a mom, but I have a mom and she's amazing. She's the strongest woman that I know. And I figured it would be a really nice thing to dedicate the show to you moms. So you have 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
How can you tell like what their ages are?
Yeah, so I had my son when I was 21. My son is now going to be 9 soon, and my daughter is 5. She'll be 6 later this year. But a part of me feels complete. A part of me wants more, but just having like a boy and a girl, I really have been able to see like both sides of motherhood, right? Like with raising a boy and with raising a girl. And I know it's still so much more to come, but it's just like watching them grow is like the best gift.
Because it's very different too, right? Like having a boy and a girl.
Definitely.
See, I'm an only child, so I know nothing about this.
I was the baby of 6 for the longest, but I wasn't raised with my family. So I always wanted like my own family, you know, and to like have a big family. So I was like, I want to have 6 babies.
I love that. I love that for you though. You had 2. Maybe you'll have more in the future, who knows?
Yeah.
So being a mom, what is that you're hoping that your kids always take with them from you?
Yeah. I would say like to be consciously aware of others and, you know, acknowledging that we don't get what we want in life, we get what we are. So we have to be what we want out of life. And I think that's the simplest way to put it.
100%. I agree with that so much. And this is something that I figured out and realized not too long ago, actually, maybe just a couple of years ago. And yeah, it's so important that who you are is what you're trying to become. And it's a paradox, right? Because some people would be like, but how can I be what I want to be if I'm not there yet? But you just have to embody that energy before you get there.
Definitely.
I love that. So I want you to tell me a little bit, how did you find streaming? And has it been challenging being a streamer while being a mom as well?
Yeah. Okay, let me think about this. That's a 2-part question. The first part in regards to how I found streaming was I was on the dating side of the app and didn't know anything about the streaming side. But then a friend that I was like regularly going to different open mics with told me about the streaming side. And this now was back in 2019. I started streaming, completely decided that I was over the dating side, and just ran with the streaming side, started doing events, meeting like-minded individuals, other creators that was looking to, you know, like broaden their horizons and grow, you know. So I did take a break from streaming for like 3 years. And it was for a lot of reasons, but ultimately it was just needed. I just needed to take a break and focus on my online business. But I got back into streaming the beginning of this year in January, like around my birthday, 222, thank you God. And when I came back with like more focused on, back then I was more so focused on like the music aspect, because our event was us allowing different talents and so many different talents. We had like singers, we had magicians, dancers, saxophone players, violinists, we had like light show artists. We ended up all like meeting up, and when we all met up in Vegas, that was kind of like my going away. So when I came back, I was like, this time I want to be more involved in other events, and I want to try to possibly, you know, go further on the app to see where I can go with it, since it's more like a game plan this time around and not just me hosting. Yeah, so I'm really exploring the app more this time around.
So yeah, so has it been difficult while being a mom or not really?
Not really for me. My kids are very understanding, even when like, I've never streamed when my son was a baby. So more so like when my daughter was a baby, I was streaming, but I was mainly streaming if she wasn't like around me, you know? So I was able to make that work, but now they're both older and very respectful when it does come to me streaming. And even my stream is respectful, because they're like, if they see me running around the house with the kids, they're telling the people in the comments like, oh, mom duties or something. So it all seems to flow well.
I love that. And I love that they even know what streaming is because they're young.
It's so funny. Like they're inspired by it though. So like they're young content creators already. Like the ideas and the creativity in the house is crazy.
I love that. And it'll be amazing if they can monetize, because then that would give them opportunities that we didn't have growing up.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
I love that. Well, let me make a quick pause to welcome everybody in. Hello, hello. This is Own It with That Cuban Girl. This is a feature show that happens here every Tuesday, exclusively in the live streaming community of Meet Me at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, or if you're on my side of the world at 2 p.m. Pacific Time. And I know you're on my side of the world too.
Yeah.
She said 222, and it was 222 for me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for being here. If you're new on here, make sure that you hit that favorite little start at the top. Is free, okay? All that does is make sure that we stay connected, okay? I'm never gonna ask you for diamonds on this stream. That is up to you, but the support is definitely appreciated. The hearts, just you watching this show, it's more than enough. So thank you so much for being here, for watching, for interacting with us, for the favors, for everything. Make sure that you also favor my guests, give them love, show up to their streams, okay? This is what feature shows are all about. Thank you, MC. Feature shows are all about this, okay? They're all about supporting each other, elevating each other as streamers, as content creators. So we're better every day, okay? Oh, that reminds me, oh my gosh, I didn't even introduce the mission of my show. Okay, well, this is Own It, and the intention with this show is so you and I become the best versions of ourselves through owning the uniqueness of who we are. Guys, I have been so overwhelmed this week with so many things I'm doing. It's also my birthday on Thursday, so I'm super excited about that. Today, we're dedicating the show to all the moms out there. So if you're a mom, oh my God, 222, it was just 222 also.
For the viewers. The synchronicities.
Yes. So we're dedicating the show to all the moms out here. If you're a mom, thank you for everything you've done and you continue to do. We have a lot of streamer moms, and today both my guests are moms. So I'm speaking right now with Bonus Babe. I keep thinking about your real name in my head, and I'm like, you know, it's true what they say, that once you write things down, you memorize them. And that's exactly what happened. You gave me your bio on Instagram. I wrote down your name with your bio, and now I can't get your real name out of my head.
Oh, that's fine though. I do go by Rose, but the stream world knows me as Bonus Babe. Either one is acceptable. It's okay.
Okay, yeah, no, because I've had guests that the same thing has happened before, and I haven't realized it until later, and they're like, don't say my real name.
Oh, no, it's okay. No, it's okay.
So Bonus Babe or Rose, what is your biggest dream? You know, I know you're an entrepreneur, so hold on. Before that question, actually, let me rewind. Do you want to share what your business is? Is it shareable on here?
Yeah, I really help other creators create their own online space. Or if they're not at that level of being ready to create their own online space, they can use my space and create their own services, products, programs, things of that nature. That's everything summed up into a big, beautiful bundle.
I love that. Wait, is that digital marketing?
No. So okay. I guess it would be whatever bundled up. I have a few different type of creators that I assist with, and they all have different aspects. Like some is more like in coaching, some is more like artists, and they're trying to grow their fan base in that aspect. And then some is like digital works. But it really just depends. It's like you never know what type of traffic I'll get.
I love that. So how can they contact you if they want your services?
My website, I do I do advertise on different platforms, but the website is BSB. I don't know. Can I share the website?
I think so. I don't. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think it should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's bsb222.com.
Now you guys know. Talking about it is fun. Yeah, right. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think I don't think I've ever heard of people not. Yeah, I think it should be fine.
Okay.
But thank you for sharing with us, Tanya. Sorry, why did I say Tanya? Oh, because I keep looking at her comments. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. See what I'm saying, you guys? My brain today. I'm so sorry. It happens, you know.
Before I get out, is it okay if I sing you happy birthday, or do I have to wait till after the show?
Yeah, can I record you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ah, that's so sweet.
Okay. Wait, okay, so that Cuban girl. Okay. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much, my
Thank you
love.
for having
Oh, that's
me.
so sweet. Thank you so much. That was such a sweet happy birthday. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I might do a birthday stream, but I'm not sure yet. But thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you for being here today. I will bring you back at the end of the show if you're around. If you have something important to do, I understand. But I always like bringing both my guests at the end of the show for final thoughts and, you know, but I appreciate you being here. You guys go favorite Rose. Make sure you keep up with her, and we're going to see her in a few minutes, okay? Thank you. That was so Wasn't that so sweet, you guys? Wasn't that so sweet? Thank you so much, Rose, for that birthday song. And you know, this is why I love my this is why I love so much my streaming community. You guys are so amazing and loyal and like supporting. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we have reached the middle of the feature hour. And before I invite my second guest of the day of the show, I do want to give a couple of shout outs, okay, because you guys support me. You guys are so amazing. So I want to give shout outs to, let me grab my board. First and foremost, to last week's bosses, okay? I will say, I honestly, you guys, I haven't been streaming a lot on here except for Tuesdays. That's like the only time that I'm here for sure. But I keep saying I really need to, but I've had so many things. I'm launching my own business this month at the end of the month, and I've just had so many things going on. But I do want to give shout outs to last week's bosses, which are essentially last Tuesday's bosses, okay, and supporters. So, and number 3, Jamie. And number 2, MC. Thank you, MC, for the happy birthday banner today. I don't know how y'all do that, but it's so cute. Thank you, MC. And number 1, Snowy. Thank you, Snowy, for your support. If you're here, I haven't seen you, but if you're here, thank you. Also, MC, who took number 2, was number 1 the previous week. So thank you so much for your support, MC. Let me put you back in here. And yeah, you guys, so let me go to today's supporters, okay? So I'm going to start with number 5. Number 5, Angel Eyes, Justin, thank you. Number 4, Bonus Babe, thank you. Number 3, Box Boy. Number 2, Tanya Time. And number 1, my dear friend, Papa Bear. Thank you guys for all the birthday cakes, all the lemons, all the things. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you too, Papa Bear. Papa Bear is a real one. He's been a friend of mine here since I started on the app, essentially. So thank you, Papa Bear, so much. Now you need to redo the board because I moved up. No, but this is last week. So so I will do it for the following week. So thank you. All right, you guys. So I just want to welcome you in. This is Cicely. I run this featured hour every Tuesday here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. This beautiful show called Own It, where you and I become the best versions of ourselves through owning the uniqueness of who we are. And in my opinion, we do that through truly stepping up and owning our story, because every single one of us here has a story that is worth sharing. I say it all the time. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter if you're a top batch, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We all have a story that is worth sharing. And that's the beauty also of feature shows, in my opinion. I get to have these wonderful, amazing guests every week that, we're all so different, but we're also, all of us has one thing in common. And if you're here, that means that you're a streamer or even a gifter, even if you're not a streamer, but it means that you love the streaming community. So that is one thing that we all have in common. And so at the end of the day, we're not so different. So I want to encourage you today and invite you that if you have a story that you want to share, struggle that you want to share, but you're hesitating, you don't know how people might take it, just, if it's going to help you or other people, just do it, because it is worth listening to and it is worth sharing. Okay. So with that said, I am going to be sharing the quote of the day today, because the topic of the day is, we're dedicating this show today to all the moms out there. You moms do such an amazing job. And I know my mom does. Thank you. I know my mom does. She's an amazing, strong woman who has sacrificed a lot for me. If you don't know, I grew up in Cuba. I moved to the States at 14 years old. I did not speak any English. And my mom was like I don't even know, but I think in her 50s or something, or late 40s. I can't remember when she moved here. And she had a career in Cuba. She left everything behind to come here so I could have a better future. I get emotional, but so I could live the American dream. And so moms are so important. So if you're a mom, thank you so much for everything you do. And I'm going to share the quote of the day. It's dedicated to you, but also to my mom, because that's what resonated with me. And it says, I am a strong woman because I was raised by one. Yeah, I am a strong woman because I was raised by one. And that goes to show that, that goes for all the moms out there. So anyways, I got so emotional. This week is great. This whole month has been really overwhelming for me, but I'm so grateful. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to be inviting my second guest of the day to box up. And at the very end, just stick around, because they're both going to box up, and we're going to end this featured hour with good vibes, inspiration, and just conversations with all of us. Okay. So my second guest of the day is, she's got an extensive bio. I need to drink a sip of water for this one. Excuse me. Okay. So she is known as the onesie queen, just turned 50. She describes herself as a very positive streamer, bringing happiness, joy, and laughter to many. She's a mom of 5 and a grandmother of 1. She has been married for 32 beautiful years, enjoys scuba diving, vacationing in the Caribbean. Hello, have you been to Cuba? She enjoys nature walks. She enjoys spending time with family, and of course, streaming. Please, everybody, welcome to Own It, Tanya time.
Hello there. How are you?
Hello. Doing amazing. Happy belated Mother's Day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the I am so glad to be here. Happy early birthday to you. Of course, our birthdays are such a big thing, and I just hit 50, so whew,
when
glad to be here.
When did you turn 50?
April 28th.
So you're a Taurus.
I am a Taurus. Yes.
I love that. I love that. Well, welcome. First of all, you do not look 50, especially when I saw your photo and everything. I was like, she's 50.
I am it's my joints. My joints feel 50. Okay. I don't feel it on the inside anywhere else. It's just the joints.
I love that too. And I can relate to that because I'm actually older than what I look. I'm not going to say my age, but I love that. I love the positivity and I love everything that you're about. So I want to start by talking, before we get into the mom subject, I want to start talking a little bit more about you, about how you got into streaming. Why are you known as the onesie queen? Tell me everything.
Your show is all about owning it. And I love my onesies. And that's what I started with, was putting on my pajamas, coming in and streaming and just relaxing with everyone. You know, when are you the most relaxed? When you're in your jammies. So I started with mine. I have a collection of about 75 of these darn things. So I have
75?
Yes, I have lots.
Whoa. I don't even have one.
I have lots. I have lots and lots and lots. But I love it. I love doing this. And I actually I found streaming by accident, in a sense. You know, I have 5 kids. So one of them, I always had this rule where I had to be able to grab your phones from you at any time. And I saw this app that they had. So I had to download it and see what it was about. And I saw the streaming side of it. And I popped into a stream and I was like, this looks fun. So that is what brought me to streaming, was just popping in a stream, being encouraged by a streamer to hop in the box. And I was hooked. I was ready. I was ready just to share laughter and smiles and all of that good stuff with others.
I love that so much. So how long have you been on this app for?
I have just recently come over here. Live Fest is coming up, and so I'll be at Live Fest. I am part of the Meet group on another platform as a top badge, but I've come over here just to talk and chat with some other people that were going to Live Fest, you know, because there's not a lot of people from the other platform going. So I wanted to make sure I made some connections beforehand with those.
I love that, man. You know, I feel so I was invited to Live Fest last year, and that is so cute. I literally wasn't able to go. That, you know, Chris and Zach invited me, whatever. I had everything planned, and then last minute I ended up booking a job that paid really, really well, and I had to like decline. I just didn't go. But I kicked myself because I really wanted to meet a lot of you guys. And then this year I missed my window for the tickets somehow.
Oh no.
It's okay. Everything happens for a reason, but I'm really hoping that next year I can be there because it is way overdue. I want to meet a lot of you and it'll be really fun. So if you're going to post, are you going to post on socials? Are you going to live stream?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I'll be live streaming. I'll be posting on my socials. I'll be enjoying everything that everyone does there. And just making sure I make myself known. But this is my third Live Fest to attend. So I have enjoyed it. It's so much fun. So if you ever get the opportunity, buy the ticket and go to Live Fest. You know, the community has been so welcoming. It's so great. And, you know, honestly, there's lots of smiles and laughter that happen there. Tons of them.
I know, and I kicked myself too because I made a big deal to, because you know I'm a featured host, but I'm not a top badge, and I made a big deal to Chris. I was like, you need to let the featured host get a ticket just like the VIPs do, and then I felt so bad because I couldn't go. I was like, oh no, because he actually listened to me. He actually opened the tickets up for featured host, even though we weren't top badges, and then but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's so good. I will go. I'm going to plan it to go next year. So anyways, with that said, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're owning who you are. I'm so glad that you're a streamer at 50 because I say it all the time on my socials that it doesn't matter how old you are. Like, as long as we own it, it's never too late to follow our dreams, to do things that make us happy, right?
Exactly. And I'm blessed to have a family that is so super supportive of everything I do with the streaming. And, you know, my kids at first were like, what? You're going to stream? That is not for somebody that's, I was like, okay, hold on a second.
Listen, I'm way younger than you. My family, first of all, they don't even know what streaming is. Number two, I'm launching my own business this month, and my mom was like, I literally, as I'm telling her I'm launching my business, she's telling me, when are you gonna get a real job? So with that, I'm telling you everything.
I got you. I understand. But I also I run my own business as well on the side, taking care of vacation rentals. So I'm an entrepreneur as well. This is my let loose and just relax and enjoy some time not working.
I love that so much. I love that. So give all of us tips on entrepreneurship and being a streamer. Why is it important to you that you're an entrepreneur? Like, just give us tips. I want to know.
You know, anyone can be an entrepreneur. And it used to be just 50 years ago, there were so many people that just started their own businesses. If you go to other countries, so many places. I lived in Argentina for 7 years. So many places. That is what you do. You create your business. You bring people in. You do what is good for you and what you've learned, what your parents have taught you, what makes you happy in a sense. And a lot of us who have had the taste of being an entrepreneur and not working for someone else will never go back to working for someone else because the freedoms that it gives you, and it is hard work. So it is so hard. A lot of people think, oh, well, I'll do that. It'll be easy. It's not easy. It is not easy because you have to put your heart, your soul, your everything into it to be an entrepreneur. So if you're ready for that and you know that the hours are going to be longer than you'll ever work for somebody else, it could be for you.
Listen, I totally relate to that because I haven't even started it. I mean, I'm a content creator. I've done other things, right? But I've never actually had a business with actual products before. And I am now, if you like pretty jewelry, you know.
Ooh, pretty.
So if you like pretty jewelry, this is a preview. I haven't even said anything on the other apps or anything. You guys are the first ones to know. But with that said, it is so much work. I mean, there's just so many little things that you have to be aware. The shipping, this, that, the little boxes. Everything is so much work, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be so rewarding, and I'm just so excited about it.
Absolutely. And at the beginning of your startup of anything, that's where you put the most blood, sweat, tears, everything into a business. It really is.
100%. So I want you to tell me, you're a mom of 5 and a grandmother of 1. So what are the ages of your kids?
So my eldest is 25 and 23, 21, 19, and 17. So they're all 2 years apart.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So being a mom and being an entrepreneur and now being a streamer, how do you balance it all?
Oh, well, I mean, honestly, I think it's because my kids are older and I'm not doing quite as much for them, but I still do a lot. Don't say I don't do things, but
Well, you still have a 17-year-old and still a minor.
Yeah, she's still young. Yes, and she's not quite 17. She's almost there. But yeah, it's still a lot.
I can't hear. I lost.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no,
I hit it. Okay. So when you get older and you're not doing quite as much for your kids, you start to like think, oh my gosh, I am missing out on stuff. So the streaming has kind of filled that void of the others moving out and me missing them in my life in a sense.
Oh, you know,
they can still come every weekend. Listen, we're a very close family. Living in Argentina for 7 years, we're very close knit. We have that in our soul. So they're always here, but they live elsewhere too. So
wait, you're in Argentina right now?
No, I was for 7 years. We moved back about 12 years ago.
Oh, so
my 3 youngest children are Argentine. Yes.
Why Argentina?
I wanted to learn another language. I had 2 little ones and I was pregnant and I started calling embassies And it was the Argentine embassy that was so amazing. I called there after speaking to a French embassy, which was exactly what most of you would assume the French were. It was very stuck up and a very short phone call because they weren't very welcoming to this Argentine woman who answered the phone and said, "Do you want to have a child in our country? We would be honored." Like, it was open door, welcoming me in. So we did. We packed everything up. We moved down, and it was supposed to be for 6 months, but we fell in love. So we lived there for 7 years. It was great.
I love that. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, Argentinians are the Europeans of Latin America, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But there, it was so, like, when you didn't just meet friends, you met new family. Every time you met someone that was close to you, they were there on Sundays, you know, having an asado. It was a very wonderful experience. It was a great
Did you
way
learn
for me.
Spanish?
Sí, yo puedo hablar.
Wow.
But I did it. It took me a lot longer than my kids. My kids learned it within like 3 or 4 months. It took me well over a year, and I'm still terrible, but I'm still, you know, I forget words here and there, and my sentences aren't great, but I can get through.
Well, I will say, I mean, Spanish is my first language, right? So I will say that Argentinian Spanish is really difficult to learn because their accent is different.
Show, yeah.
Yeah, those sounds, the accents are not your typical Latin American accent. So I can't even imagine trying to learn Spanish by listening to an Argentinian person, because I don't think it would be easy, you know?
Well, it was more difficult being around people. I lived in the city to begin with, and then being in the city, most Argentines speak English. So they were like, "No, please, can you just speak English? We'd rather learn English." So it wasn't until I moved out of the city, and my neighbor would invite me over for mate every afternoon, and she would speak to me like I understood every word. And that's when I began to learn the language truly.
Yeah, because I love that. In the city, you mean Buenos Aires, right? And then
In Buenos Aires, yes. And then we moved to Mendoza, so.
I love that. Oh, that's a beautiful story. So I'm going to take a quick pause and welcome everybody in to Own It. This is your feature show that happens here in the live streaming community of Meet Me every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time or 2 p.m. Pacific if you are on my side of the world. I love you guys for being here. Thank you so much for sharing your energy, for your likes, comments, favorites, gives, absolutely everything. Just your energy is very welcome, and I'm so grateful for it. Today's topic of the show is moms, because last Sunday was Mother's Day, and I did promise you guys that I was going to make this show a mom special. So both my guests today are beautiful mothers. My previous guest, mom of 2, and Tanya Time right now, mom of 5, grandmother of 1. And yeah, we're just chit-chatting, talking about life. I'm taking tips from her because she's been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I'm just starting my own journey now. And we're all streamers, right? So
yes.
Also, she's a onesies queen. You know, I'm surprised you don't have your own onesies business.
Like you said, it takes a lot to start a new company, and I don't have that time quite yet. But hey, we're working on things. Don't worry about it.
I love that, because that'd be so cool, because then we can all buy onesies from you on here, you know?
And there's no summer onesies, so we're working on that line too.
It would have to be a really breezy one, you know?
Oh yeah, like silky, long. Yes, we got this.
I love that. Let me know, because I don't have one onesie. I would definitely purchase one from you.
Yay. Okay.
Put your hubby on the sewing machine. Oh my God, I love that.
That would be great.
I love that. So what is your biggest dream right now, Tanya? Because you can still dream and make them happen.
Oh my goodness. I still have so many. I'm on, as seen on Own It. I have so many dreams. You know, my biggest dream right now is to make sure my kids create a happy life for each one of them. I think that's my most important thing. And then of course, afterwards, I want to continue on with my streaming and just be able to be here, because it takes one smile, one moment to change the trajectory of someone's day. And we've seen it before with other people. And I know that I have made that impact with others because they've come to me and said that I was that moment. I'm meant to be here. So here I am. I'm going to continue doing this and continue as long as God willing lets me be a part of those that love to have a smile on their face.
I love that so much. And I think I agree with you, so important. And we're so, like Papa Bear said, what a great mom. We're so honored, and to call you friend or online bestie or whatever, like you are just such a light. And I'm just so happy because my admin emoji, Jay, who's not here right now, he does such an amazing job of finding me these amazing guests that I would never meet otherwise. So I'm super grateful to have had you on the show today. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring you back in like 3 minutes with Rose, but is there anything you want to shout out before I let you go?
Oh, no, Angel, thank you for being here. All of my people that came in to see this as well. Thank you. And Cuban girl, happy birthday to you. I'm not going to sing the way she did because I don't want to scare off your guests. So happy birthday to you. And I hope it's an amazing week.
Thank you so much. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for my charger because my phone's going to die. But thank you so much, Tanya. I appreciate you. Guys, seriously, I'm at like 16%. Did I forget my charger? Oh, no. Oh, no. I forgot my charger at home. I'm at the office, you guys, and I do not have my charger. Okay, hopefully my phone... Hopefully my phone lasts. Wow, what a rookie mistake. Well, let's do the best we can, guys. I apologize ahead of time. If the live ends, you know what happens. But let's hope that it lasts the 16% for the next 5 minutes. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. And I want to encourage you to follow me on Instagram because I'm going to be adding you to my close friends list. Tons of announcements and things coming up. And also just so we can make new friendships and connect, right? Favor me on here, favor my guests, go give them some love during their streams. I know I can do it. I got this. 50% should be long enough. Make sure you go and you follow them, you give them love, and you support them. And I do want to remind you that I will be launching my business at the end of the month. So also stay tuned for that. I'm super excited. I haven't said anything except to you guys on here. So you get the preview, but I'm super excited. And I'm going to try and see if I can do a birthday stream on Thursday, just like a party or something. We'll see. I haven't done one of those in forever. So, but thank you so much. Let me give some shout outs quickly to my top 3 gifters of the day. Number 3, Tanya. Thank you. Number 2, Angel Eyes. And number 1, Papa Bear. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to add both my guests back in the chat box. If you can, if you ladies could please request the guest box real quickly. Thank you, Papa Bear. All right, hello.
Hello.
Did you ladies know each other before?
We did not. Although, Bonus Bay, did you go to Live Fest last year?
No, I didn't. I cannot see myself, but it's black box. I know you guys can see me.
We
right?
see you beautifully.
Okay.
We see you, we see you, we see you. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to both of you for being here today. I appreciate your energy and your support and just sharing your story. Also, thank you for being a mom. I appreciate you so much. I know it's hard work and dedication and sacrifices, and nobody will ever understand that unless you are a good child or your mom. So thank you so much. I want to ask you ladies to tell me what is one thing you can own up about yourself.
Well, I will tell you, the one thing I own up is I think before having multiple children, you get so worried and so caught up in doing things right and not messing up. But the one thing that I've learned is kids are this beautiful gift, and each one is so different. So you have to parent individually and love them in a different way sometimes, to learn your lessons as a parent, to guide them the way that they need to go in life. And that's the one thing I want to tell those young, soon-to-be moms out there is there's no right, there's no wrong. Just do it the way that you need to make sure that your life goes smoothly. So.
That's beautiful. I would say, something I will have to is, I would say my accountability. Over the last, for sure, the last 5 years, I have made it a priority to get better at following through on my word. And if it's something that is like a possibility for me, I have gotten better at saying maybe instead of being like so overly excited to try to do everything, knowing that I can't, so I've gotten better at saying no when I need to say no, holding myself accountable to, communicate and follow through. So.
I love that, and that's beautiful to own up to and admit, right? I also in my journey had to learn how to say no, because I used to say yes to, I used to be a big people pleaser, and I had to really learn to put myself first in that sense. So thank you for sharing that, both of you. Thank you again for being here. Let's take a quick photo. 1, 2, 3. I appreciate you both so much, your time, your energy. And yeah, thank you. Papa Bear, thank you so much for subbing for Emoji J. I appreciate you and love you. And to you guys, follow me on Instagram. Let's stay connected. And I'll see you next Tuesday so you and I can own it. Bye, everybody.